dude. Yes. Did we go? Did we run? Did we run? Go!
Detecting structural weakness.
Oh! 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 Damn. Also, this is EA back when they used to make good games. This is EA, by the way. Oh, and I also want to show you guys this. So the animations in this game are so good. Like if you look, I can actually aim over, and then I can go to the side, and then he kind of aims around it, and then on this side, like, bro, tell me this. Tell me EA wasn't goated at one point, bro. Tell me they weren't goated, and I'll call you a liar. Let's see what we got.
Main power grid restored.
Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's get it. Huh. Woo! I love the animations. Because everything looks like a cutscene. Just the way, like the way the gun moves and the way that I move, and like the fact that I can look down and see my legs. I know they're around here somewhere. Let's see here, hold on. Let's move easy. I know I didn't kill him. Oh. Did I get him? Oh, he's not dead. I'm gonna leave him there. Let me get this guy here. I'm gonna put the pull up between me and homeboy. There we go. Come on now. Oh, I thought he was dead. Holy. Oh! Oh, you guys are not killing me. There we go. I don't know what the right bumper does. I just pressed it. It helps me look through walls, but it looks like it also slows down time. I don't know exactly what it does. It does a few things. Yeah, and there's gonna be a guy up there. Hold on, let me see if I can get him. Yes! There we go. Damn. How do I do this? Oh! Oh, yeah. Hold on. Take that to the chest. We're doing great. One thing I do like about the animations, because they're just so good. Watch this. He engages the safety before putting it in his pocket, dude. That's such a nice touch. They didn't have to put so much like effort and animations into this game. Didn't I kill you? I thought I killed him. Okay, here we go. Anybody else? Got him. I think I got him. Yeah, I think he's down. Okay. Yeah, I got him. I don't really remember this. Oh, yeah! Yeah, I tried to help her at one point. It didn't work out. I tried everything I could. I restarted it like 8 times and it like nothing worked. Dude held his neck before falling over. That's crazy. Okay, here we go. Time to get our John Wick on. Oh, that's something else you can do too. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it once I take some cover. Hold on. Hold on. I love the hip fire too. Oh! That dude was still alive. Oh, I didn't know they can be on the ground and actually still fire at you if you don't put him down all the way. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, there's also this too. I'm just learning so many. Holy. Damn. Okay, what I was gonna show you, you can actually run and shoot at the same time. That is so cool, man. Well, since we're fighting homeboy, what would have been good for us? Heals you for 50% of your maximum health. That would be really good. We can move from one person to the next of my maximum health. That's really good. Executioner is gonna be really good for like adrenaline, like really hard sections. That's perfect. You good, girl? You around? Okay, here we go. Yep, recognize these guys. He's immune, and I kept filling him full of bullets like I knew exactly what I was doing. How do I unimmune him? Oh, Jesus. There's a cloaker back there, that's why I can't get him. Good shot, chick. Oh, hell yeah. Come here. Dude, that last bullet. That last bullet killed him. Oh! Lay down. What the hell? And you can just take that many bullets and live? Let me get this gauze right. No, come here. Lay down. Oh! That's right! Hold on, let me reload real quick. Okay, now let's go. Uh-huh. Got your back, Lily. Hold on, here I come. Yeah! Got him. We're looking good. Ooh, shit. I thought Lily was behind. Lily, get him! Here we go. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, hold on. Wait. There is so much going on right here. Hold on. Close quarters. We have to do close quarters. Okay. Here we go. We've gotten a lot better at this. Let me not die to this stupid robot. That would be nice. I'd really appreciate if I didn't die to a robot. I've gotten this far without dying. It's down. Okay, these guys just feel like they're getting tankier and tankier. Go, 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 go. Yep, too far. Not about to do that. Use my dart overlay for the health, small health regeneration that it gives me while I have it activated. Dart is for slow-mo. Let's do it. Come here. I also do increased damage during my dart overlay too. Lay down. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, y'all. I chose not to pick that up. I know you guys saw that. I chose not to pick that up. Okay, I thought I was messing up. I was like, bro, I was tapping the fuck out of that X button. Jesus. Okay, we are in open firefight, and you already know how we do things. We get up close. If you ain't got no shield, we get up close, get our health back through the melee, and hopefully no one is one of those guys that we can't just melee outright. Or snipers. Whoa! Come here. There we go. But I died somehow? Who got me? Who could have done such a thing to me? I'm ready. Nope. That was your first mistake. You guys don't want to be up close to me. You really don't. Where are they at? There's a lot of them. Jesus. Okay. I can sprint and shoot at the same time. Yep. Huh. Interesting. Oh, this six shooter is kind of nice. This six shooter is kind of nice. Oh, dude, where have you been my entire life? An actual gun that works? Oh, this is really bad. Hold on. Where's the guy that's vulnerable? This is not good. The melee gets my health back and it comes back so nice. I have to waste a full mag on these guys to drop them. Makes sense they're wearing armor. Oh! It'd be nice not to throw everything in the kitchen sink at me. That would be nice. Jesus. Gotta use Susini. Hold that. Okay. Well, interesting. This is definitely giving me late game vibe. This is definitely the end of the game. Because they're just throwing infinite numbers. Look at how many people I've killed, dude. This is definitely probably the last part. I don't see how it can get any worse than this. Oh, it can. Oh, good lord. Jesus. I mean, it looks like I'm taking on the entire building, man. Don't get me wrong, I am, but dude, look how many bodies are out here, man. Last time that happened, I died. Okay, got out of that. And that doesn't kill him. There we go. He lost the leg on that one, hell yeah. There's more? Yo, that has just been, that right there, that was something else. That was honestly something else, man. Please open. I'm just glad this is over with. Yo. Come here. Dude, it is just shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting. Persuade. Gotta take care of him. Yo! Man! Where is my girlfriend? We're gonna figure out this door. Oh my god. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Syndicate. This was just, oh my god, the amount of, my glasses fell, the amount of gunfights I was in this level is just astounding. Oh my god, my eyes are bleeding just from so much running and shooting and running and shooting. As the dubstep plays, we have reached the final chapter and the ending of Syndicate. Okay. Where do I begin? So far, the game itself, in terms of style, sound design, level design, is by far top notch. I enjoyed shooting my way through the clubs. I enjoyed the very first level with the more urban environments. Some of the middle levels, when you're going through some of the other like right after you leave Cayman Industries, it got a little, some of the levels got a little repetitive there, but the gunplay and gameplay was still good. I do have my gripes with it, unfortunately. This is possibly the most gripes I've had with any game we played on this channel. And it's because of the fact that since I played on the harder difficulty, the developers didn't really do a good job of making sure that the NPCs were a lot more smarter to fight, rather than, you know, I do less damage, they do, you know, well, they do more damage, I do less damage. So I didn't really have much of a fun. I think if you play this game on the normal difficulty, to whereas bullets actually do things, I feel you will have much more of a fun time playing, in my opinion. But unfortunately for me, as I've played through this game, and it kind of accumulated down to, especially after I got a certain ability that allowed me to, when I do melee executions, I get my health back. Since no one dies to bullets and it takes a full magazine to put anyone down, and even 2 mags to put more, you know, upper echelon enemies down, and even more magazines to protect even upper echelon enemies down, I had to pretty much use my melee to pretty much get through most of it. So I would pretty much use 2 systems, especially in the very end. I would use dart, or my slow-mo mode, that gave me a shield, health regen, and armor. And then I would run in front of people as I'm low on health, and I would just melee everyone or execute them to get my health back. And so it didn't become the very beginning was great because bullets did actually do things, but then once bullets just became obsolete thanks to the difficulty, or at least the terrible difficulty spike, I didn't really have much fun running around the levels and stuff as much as I did. I wish that the developers wouldn't have put in that one thing that when you do executions, you get your health back. That should have been taken out of the game. And they should have made the NPCs much more smarter. The AI is not, I wouldn't say smarter to fight. It's just like I said, I jump out into the open, I get shot twice, I'm already about to die. I shoot them with an entire magazine and they still stand there shooting without even flinching. And that became extremely unfun near the end, and especially when I was on that rooftop. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put the clip in there, but if you look at the rooftop after I was done, there were at least about 40 to 50 bodies. And just imagine, one magazine is for at least one person. I had to go through 50 mags pretty much just to drop every single person. Or I could just go into slow-mo mode and just melee as many people as I possibly can. And that necessarily wasn't fun. I am not gonna lie, that was not fun for me. And so this is, like I said, this is possibly one of the lowest rated games I'm probably going to be putting out, because it started off, oh, look, there's my name right there. Is my name. Okay, cool. It's under the production babies. Cool. But yeah, this is probably going to be one of the lowest scores I'm ever going to give to a game, because it was fun in the very beginning. I really enjoyed the beginning parts. The quality of the cutscenes and stuff never went down. The quality of the combat in terms of like its animations and the way that it was presented never faltered. Unfortunately, the upgrade system and the dart system and the terrible balancing of the harder difficulty is pretty much what killed this game for me. I am not really much of a person to love fighting bullet sponges unless it's in one of those type of games. But this isn't. This is supposed to be one of those hyper realistic pinpoint accuracy shot type of games, or at least that's what I thought it was going to be. But it didn't turn out like that during the middle and the end. So we give 3 scores around here. If I can give a few more thoughts about the story itself, because I feel like that's also important. I said gameplay is fine up until you get to the middle and to the end if you're playing on hard. Regular and easy might be the best difficulty to play on, because that means your bullets actually do the damage it's supposed to do, but you don't also want to be too tanky because it makes it easier. So play it on regular. But yeah, gameplay is fine up until a certain point, which that is on harder difficulty is what's really dropping the score. Sound design is great. I love the way the guns feel, nice and meaty. I love the graphics, or if you want to say the artistic style, great. Artistic style, the art team went off on this. And then we gotta talk about the story. Now, for me, the story itself does make a lot of sense of what Homegirl was doing and why, you know, and our connection that we had in the very beginning. Unfortunately, without spoiling too much, because again, I try my best to do these without spoilers, it didn't give me the satisfying ending I was looking for, personally for me. Now, for most people who don't want to go in for story purposes, you're gonna have a lot of fun, especially if you play on regular. But for me, I do believe that the story was great, and it really fumbled. It extremely fumbled the ending. I don't know what the writing team was thinking when they had her in the, because she was written one way in the very beginning, and then at the very end completely different. Unless she was trying to be manipulative so she could use me as a weapon, I guess would be nice, I guess. But I don't know exactly what her personality actually is, because there's no consistency in her character from beginning to end in terms of how she felt toward the main character, in my opinion. Though maybe I might have missed some things internally within the campaign, but again, like I said, I'm trying not to spoil the actual plot itself. I'm just talking about character consistency. The character consistency was completely off. Therefore, for me, I did not have a fun time with the story within getting a satisfying ending. So that's also something else too. And so, as I've said before, we give 3 scores around here. So I'm going to give I guess I'll start with the casual score. If you are a casual gamer and you're coming in and you're playing something like Syndicate, I do believe you can have fun, but this is not going to be a memorable experience, unfortunately. Nothing in this game screams memorable experience. So unfortunately, I can only give this for the casual score. The 5 is the middle ground. For me, it's like it's the middle ground. It's average. You know what I mean? It's like, that's just kind of where you want to, that's where you want to start and then ramp up. You know what I mean? And so for the casual viewer, I'm gonna have to give it a 5. It's average. I would even say it's below average, honestly. But with the gunplay and the, you know, the story and the quality that you do get, I don't believe that anybody who plays this is going to be a super fan of it. It doesn't really have enough lore. It doesn't really explain enough in its story. It doesn't really have, in terms of gameplay, it doesn't give enough for someone to want to replay it, if that makes any sense. I can see a casual, because again, they like being, you know, they do like being talked to. The casual audience doesn't really care about context. The casual audience doesn't really care about sound design. The casual audience doesn't really feel about, you know, but what the casual audience likes, they love easily digestible, pill-sized type of story. That's why Grand Theft Auto or anything by Naughty Dog or PlayStation, that's why a lot of casual gamers tend to flock towards those kinds of games, because they do, they're able to feed them information in such an entertaining way. And so for me, this didn't carry any of the weight that those stories usually do. They didn't have any memorable characters, any memorable lines, any memorable enemies, and not much of a reason to want to become a fan of the series itself. Not because they didn't get a sequel, but because there's nothing necessarily here that the casual audience can easily grasp onto, that I can go off and tell somebody, hey, you should definitely get Syndicate because this character, or because of this gameplay, or because of that. Only thing I can say is, yeah, man, it's just, it looks like it has a high budget, but it doesn't really give off the vibes that it needs to keep the audience, the casual audience, gripped. You know what I mean? There are no political things talked about, other than like the freedom that a business could give to an agent or to people. You know what I mean? There are poor people in the streets. There are politics in that way, in terms of what's happened when you don't get a chip and how you're kind of thrown off and shunned off into the ghetto. But that wasn't talked about enough. You don't spend enough time ground level. You're too busy shooting, you know, in towers and, you know, fighting, you know, more of the upper echelon type of characters, and they're all boring, unfortunately. None of them are really that interesting, and it's just bad guy is bad guy and good guy is good guy and girl is girl, and that's kind of how the story kind of goes. But no one has a personality outside of that. There are no slow moments or anything, and so that doesn't really give the casual audience much to latch on to. Now, for the fan score, Like, these are going to be low. If you are a fan, because unfortunately EA hasn't put out any more of these, but I can say if you're a fan of first-person shooters, you're not going to have fun with this either. Because if you play on the harder difficulty like I do, because I'm a big first-person shooter fan, and you're looking for a nice challenge alongside a good story and alongside good gameplay, you know, I don't believe that this is going to be that game for you. There's so many other better first-person shooter games that you can't play that are more worth your time, like Doom. And this kind of reminds me of Doom a little bit, but Doom, even though I haven't played it, I can obviously see it's much and eons better than this, even though this came out in 2012. I would even say that Doom 3 does a better job, and that's on the same system, and it came out, I think it came out on the previous gen. Yeah, Doom 3 came out on the Xbox, on the original Xbox and PlayStation 2. I think just the original Xbox. And I think it does a better job as a first-person shooter, and its story and its art design, and getting people really gripped into the world and really wanting to care about what's going on in the world. And so for me, unfortunately, even as a fan, I think you might be disappointed. I don't even think you're even going to have fun. As a person, someone who wants to play a good first-person shooter game with all the bells and whistles that just isn't just a shooting gallery, and even if you want to play for a shooting gallery reason, you're not going to like it. I'm going to have to give it a 4. Like, it was fun in the very beginning, but I don't believe that people who like first-person shooters are really going to remember this game. Now, if they still have their multiplayer mode, I believe that you can have a lot of fun there with your friends. But in terms of wanting to go back and play the campaign, no one's going to want to go back and play this, in my opinion. I don't see why anyone would want to. You would have to really like Cyberpunk or the story. But I don't see the gunplay bringing anyone back that's a fan of first-person shooters. And so this is my score now. And for me, with everything that I've said already, like I said, it's not a bad game. I don't think it is. I do believe it's boring, and that's kind of why it's middle ground. It's not offensive. And with me, with the way they didn't stick the landing with the story, at least give me that ending that I was kind of looking for, with character consistency. And I just didn't get it. And the whole point of me playing this game, and one of the reasons why I did enjoy it so much, was because of the way the story was ramping up from the very beginning. It started off at a 9. That's the thing. With the very beginning, it started off at a 9, but as the levels went on and enemies got tankier and the game got more and more exploitable with its abilities, it became not necessarily a snooze fest. It just became difficult for no reason, really. And so for that reason, I'm going to have to also give this a 4 out of 10. I cannot recommend this to anyone. This is unfortunately below average on the harder difficulty. And I think if I would have played on the medium difficulty, I might have had a better time. But the exploitable factors of the gameplay are still there. And if you can exploit a game, I don't believe the QA team really looked through and said that, yeah, we should probably take this out because it's going to make it a lot more harder. And we shouldn't make these enemies take an entire magazine to the chest in order to die on the harder difficulty. But I mean, I was hoping for a better experience, but I kind of didn't get one. So this is the lowest I've ever given. I mean, 4 out of 10 it's below average. 6 is good. 7 is great. 8 is awesome. 9 is amazing. And 10 is like, untouchable. It's a masterpiece. But unfortunately, we're in a below average lane. And this is, I know scores can be a little weird for people because it's like, why would you score something after giving my review? But this is just a score is for casual people to get a nice pill-sized, and be able to swallow a pill-sized review, just in case you don't want to necessarily listen to me speak. You can see if you like the games that I like, you know what I mean? You understand why I don't like it. And if you do like these kind of games, take what I say with a grain of salt. But I think this game is just average. I think the casual audience might like it better, but anyone who wants to hardcore game, I don't think they're going to like it. And, so that's why fans of first-person shooters might not like it. Because, first-person shooters like Left 4 Dead, things like that. First-person shooters is like some of the James Bond games, you know what I mean? First-person shooter is like Halo, and like I said, Doom, and things like that, So, just like, there's a lot of first-person shooter games out there that have done this better. So, that is my review of Syndicate. It kind of fumbled at the very end. It definitely fumbled. Put these credits back on. It definitely fumbled. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough of Syndicate, even though I didn't really have much fun near the end. And that's exactly why my score is so low, because I do not see myself coming back and playing this at all. Granted, I might play the very first level again just because I love the style. I might play it on like maybe easy mode, but that might not do that well. But I just don't see myself coming back and playing it. And I don't see since I didn't get the ending I was hoping for, it really, like, it took my score down 2 points. Like, that ending was so bad. So even though I didn't really have a lot of fun with the ending, I hope you guys still enjoyed this playthrough of Syndicate. Mediocre, below mediocre experience. If you guys did enjoy, do all the things show you guys did enjoy. We'll be back with another playthrough very, very soon, and I'm excited to show you guys the next game we're gonna play. I can't wait to present it. And until then, you guys have a good rest of your day or night, depending on which side of the world you guys are on.